You wake up in your modern apartment, walk straight into the bathroom, and squeeze a dollop of synthetic mint toothpaste onto your vibrating electric toothbrush. You carefully brush for exactly 2 minutes, rinse with an alcohol-based mouthwash, and obsessively glide a piece of waxed string between your teeth while staring at your reflection in the mirror. Despite this rigorous, daily chemical warfare against bacteria, you still live in constant terror of your next dental checkup, shivering at the thought of the dentist's drill, painful root canals, and expensive orthodontic braces. You spend thousands of dollars trying to fix your cavities, crooked wisdom teeth, and bleeding gums, assuming that dental decay is just an inevitable, tragic part of being human. But take a deep breath and let us transport your mind back 30,000 years into the deep past. Imagine waking up inside a drafty limestone cave on a freezing prehistoric steppe, stretching your muscles and flashing a blinding smile of perfectly straight, cavity-free teeth. There are no toothbrushes, no fluoride tubes, no dental floss, and absolutely no dental insurance policies. For 99% of human history, your ancestors possessed jaws that would make a modern Hollywood actor completely jealous, all without cleaning their mouths even once. How did ancient humans maintain flawless oral health in a wild environment, while completely ignoring basic hygiene? To understand this jaw-dropping biological paradox, we must completely destroy the modern misconception that our prehistoric ancestors were wretched, sickly cave dwellers rotting from head to toe. Modern evolutionary dental science has completely turned this assumption upside down. Groundbreaking archaeological research, led by Dr. Alan Cooper at the University of Adelaide, has analyzed the calcified dental plaque, known as tartar or dental calculus, from hundreds of ancient human skeletons across millennia. By extracting ancient bacterial DNA directly from these prehistoric mouths, scientists made a chattering discovery. Prehistoric hunter-gatherers had a remarkably diverse and balanced oral microbiome, which is the ecosystem of microscopic bacteria living inside the mouth. Their mouths were actually teeming with beneficial bacteria that actively protected their teeth from decay. They did not have modern cavities. Dental caries, the scientific term for tooth decay, were almost entirely non-existent in the fossil record until very recently. Ancient humans did not have straight teeth because they had superior genes. They had perfect teeth because they were completely insulated from the toxic inputs of our modern industrial diet. Let us dive much deeper into the biological reality of this ancient mouth ecosystem, because the secret is hidden in the very dirt your ancestors walked on. When you crawled out of your cave under a crisp morning sky, your diet consisted entirely of raw, tough, and highly fibrous foods that required hours of brutal physical labor to process. You spent your day chewing on wild tubers dug out of the dirt, tough game meat from a wild horse, and handfuls of crunchy seeds and bitter wild berries. This primitive menu required an immense amount of physical force to chew. You had to grind your jaws back and forth for hours just to process your daily calories. This intense mechanical chewing acted as a natural, heavy-duty toothbrush. The abrasive fibers of the raw plants literally scrubbed the surfaces of your teeth clean with every bite, preventing sticky plaque from accumulating on your enamel. Every meal was a physical workout that naturally exfoliated the surface of your teeth, washing away residual bacteria with a constant stream of highly alkaline saliva. Furthermore, this heavy physical workout for your mouth completely altered the physical development of your skull. Evolutionary anthropologists have long noted that ancient human skulls consistently feature broad, wide palates and perfectly spacious jawbones. Because you used your jaw muscles so intensely from early childhood, your bones grew large, robust, and strong. When your wisdom teeth finally erupted around age 18, they did not impact, become infected, or crowd your mouth. There was a perfectly wide open space waiting for them at the back of your jaw. Crooked teeth, underbites, and the modern necessity for painful metal braces are entirely modern diseases caused by jaw muscle atrophy, the shrinking of tissue from a lack of physical use. Because we now feed our toddlers soft, processed purees instead of tough prehistoric roots, our jaws never grow to their full evolutionary potential. leaving our teeth crowded inside a shrunken, modern skull. The physical size of the human face has actually collapsed over the last 10,000 years due to the lack of intense chewing. But the real secret behind the perfect teeth of your ancestors lies in a counterintuitive evolutionary twist that turns agriculture into the ultimate biological villain. We are taught in history class that the invention of farming 10,000 years ago was a glorious leap forward for human civilization. But for your mouth, agriculture was a catastrophic, rotting trap. When humans stopped hunting and began planting massive fields of wheat, barley, and corn, our daily diet shifted from high-protein wild game to a monotonous avalanche of soft, sticky carbohydrates. When you chew cooked grains, they break down into simple sugars that stick directly to the crevices of your teeth, creating a continuous buffet for harmful pathogens. This dietary shift completely altered the microscopic ecology of the human mouth. The balanced, protective oral bacteria of the hunter-gatherer era were rapidly wiped out and replaced by a single, aggressive strain of bacteria called Streptococcus mutans. This specific microbe thrives on processed carbohydrates, multiplying rapidly and secreting a highly acidic byproduct that literally dissolves human tooth enamel. When we transition in the archaeological record from hunter-gatherers to early farmers, we see an immediate, horrific explosion of tooth decay, rotten jawbones, and painful dental abscesses. The invention of the tractor and the milling stone did not just create cities, it created the global dental industry. When we mirror this ancient biological reality onto your frantic modern life, the contrast is truly mind-blowing. Today, you are surrounded by highly processed, soft foods that require almost zero chewing effort. You eat white bread, sugary pastries, and hidden high-fructose corn syrup that continuously feed the acid-producing monsters living on your gums. You try to fix this structural, evolutionary mismatch by aggressively scrubbing your teeth with chemical pastes, hoping that technology can outsmart biology. But your toothbrush is merely a desperate modern bandage attempting to repair the damage caused by a lifestyle your mouth was never designed to endure. We have traded the wide, strong jaws and natural dental harmony of the savanna steppe for narrow, crowded mouths and a lifetime of expensive clinic appointments. Ultimately, the long brushing session ends, and you turn off the buzzing electric toothbrush, spitting the white foam into the porcelain sink. You run your tongue over your clean, smooth teeth. Look at your reflection in the bathroom mirror and feel a sudden, profound sense of awe for your own evolutionary history. You realize that your dental struggles, your impacted wisdom teeth, and your fear of cavities are not personal failures of hygiene. They are the visible, physical marks of a modern world that has completely outpaced our ancient biological blueprints. And as you walk out of the bathroom, put away the dental floss and head to bed for a good night's rest. You can take comfort in knowing that underneath the modern dental interventions, your skeleton still carries the deep, unbroken strength of a species, built to conquer the wild wilderness with nothing but a raw diet and a perfect, natural smile.